saying something about Yoruba. He cannot be insulting Tinubu because Tinubu is a Yoruba. That's where they conditioned you. How can anybody attend that kind of environment? Child or children that attended that kind of environment, how do you expect them? All of you. Because some of you also attended the same place, but your brain still they intact. Do you think that's the same with everyone? They condition them that way. They will tell you, there is another building. There's a new building, UBEC building. Why don't you go and record that one? What about these ones that you have your children attending? But they built Lagos anyway, so I thought I should show you that. And then that is why after this, it is trending right now. Lagos school in Lagos. Tifnumbu's schools in Lagos. When Tifnumbu was governor of Lagos State, did he build any school? No, he did not. And if he did build one, show us. That's why everybody is now going everywhere in Lagos right now, recording the horrible state of the schools in their community. I'll bring more of them to you. They are not just staying in Lagos. So you see that way you see it for Lagos, that video? That's exactly how worse and horrible schools are, especially public schools in the 36 states in Nigeria, 774 local government areas in Nigeria, and the Federal Capital Territory. You see that video? It's the same everywhere. And this is 2024, where the criminals are buying themselves and whatever they call it, the latest, sending their children to go and school abroad. Why would you send your child to that place? And this is why, you see the state of schools, public schools in Lagos, that is what gave birth to private schools in Lagos. The increase in private schools. Private schools no be anything in Lagos before now. You fit count all the private schools in Lagos 20 years ago. You fit take and count them. How many private schools do you have? 1, 2, 3. 25. Today, you probably have like 20,000 private schools. Failure of Tifnumbu, your president, Mr. Student Loan. So that thing is trending, right? So a lot of them have, we now saw the Kai guys, they're now demolishing all of the shanties around schools. Now they make them say, Tifnumbu no do anything. So if you have your mom who is also committing illegality, selling by the roadside, then they take it out on her. So that's the environmental agency decided to clear out some of the illegal structures Somebody said, but they're not, giving them the alternatives. Are you new? You're talking about, you know what it says in Nigeria, Kwebi. And Nigeria, they call this place. In the mega city, I've told you before that 24 to 25 years of democracy in Nigeria, more than 90% of all the states in Nigeria have no water for their people, and they are not making any effort to give them the water. That's sad, isn't it? Just so you know. So people have to resort into providing their own water. Alternatively, from northern Nigeria to eastern Nigeria to western Nigeria, water is a big issue. But in some places, some people have kind of conquered the problem by just erecting their own water permanently without expecting anything from the government. But when they talk about the mega city that has no real plan, it's a slum. Lagos is a slum. No thanks to this criminal, Tifnumbu and his gang, who have actually made a kill, but they couldn't run a city or run anything at all. There is no water. There used to be water. African Wahala told me this afternoon or this morning, and he said he lived in Abuja for some time, and back then there used to be water inside your home. I'm not just talking about water. We are talking about pipe-borne water, drinkable water, government purified water. As bad as you might say Nigeria was, the African Wahala still used water inside home, not borehole. And if you are from Abuja, especially all of una we be say now una be from Abuja, no be people we've seen a politics carry them come Abuja business, political business. You could possibly testify that we used to have water in my own small town, Odogbolu. We had a water corporation, right? And I watched that died. By the way, I watched our own water corporation, right? The water corporation that was no joke, it was serving about 3 different communities. Not communities, towns. Odogbolu Water Work. We watched it. Dilapidated. Burst pipe here, burst pipe there, burst pipe there, water wastage there, pump don't collapse. Last, I watched the water corporation Odogbolu overgrown with weed. Oh my God. We used to go there and I used to admire the water workers. You see people that actually work in the water, corporation. I admire them so much. It looks so, it's like they are like dealing in something precious. Okay? You get to see how all of the water valves are working, all the pumps are working, all the what do you call it? Their pipes. And how they open water for different areas. I used to go there. And if you are looking for water if you can't find water anywhere in Odogbolu and you don't want to go to the stream or the river, go to the water corporation. They may not pump water for all of us in town, but some of us there, they will still allow us to get some water. I don't think the children of today will ever see anything like that, ever. Children that now know about borehole, they will never understand what it means for you to build your new home. And as you are building your home, your engineers and the rest of them, they are looking for the passing public water so that they can tap for you and bring the water into your home. That used to be a thing before borehole. Now everywhere is boreholes and borehole. The mega city has no water in 2024, and they have no plan of giving you water. Instead of giving them water, we could decide to tax them and tax their boreholes. You will build your borehole, but you have to pay borehole tax to the government that failed to give you water. See Lagos Island of the mega city of Tifnumbu and his gang. mega shitty, where everybody just love about fake life, Langel, vibes, and inshallah. Don't no loud down, no loud down, Baba, no loud down. If you don't like Lagos, go Osogbo or go Osun or go Abeokuta. Leave Lagos for us, so leave our slum for us. I'll keep saying it to your faces until you stop denying or living in that denial. Okay? If you continue, I mean, I can't blame all of Una Lagosians now after witnessing what happened in 2023. The reason why Tifnubu and his criminals have turned to tribal bigotry, ethnic baiting, was because of what Una do them, Lagosians. And they can't face all of you because they know that you do have more Yorubas in Lagos that actually rejected Tifnumbu. So, but they can't face you. Okay? And that's why they have escalated the Igbo versus Yoruba rhetoric. Something that has nothing, no meaning at all. But they want you to make it feel like, now the Igbo people, they teach you now. The Igbo people are teaching you to reject your own brother. Not because you rejected the criminal, because if you have your way, you will have the rest of them, right? Get done with. And when you had that chance, you showed them that signal. They were scared. They became very scared that they escalated the bigotry. Okay? And that's why I won't blame Lagosians per se and say, oh, Lagos are Tifnubu slaves. Lagosians are not his slaves. But one of these days, right? Hopefully, you will have enough will to make sure that you see it through. They have to be gone. Or else, that will continue to be your lot. Not just Lagos. The drama of looting and stealing from their people, like we've seen in Kogi, we have seen in Lagos. You have not been paying attention too well to that of Delta, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Imo. I have my reason for mentioning these places because they are oil and gas producing states where their people have been subjected to a kind of special evil. For example, the former governor who happened to be Atiku's running mate, Okowa was said to have budgeted about 2.7 billion naira for an hospital in a community. I'll show you the community. Then nothing was done. Now, Sheriff that succeeded him, that one is planning to now spend about 800 million naira just to do some renovation and at least before any major construction. Baba see place where they won't spend 780 something million naira to do. And that one too, they won't spend that. Bless they don't spend that there as well. Now take a look at where they have spent over 3 billion naira. Hospital where they don't spend over 3 billion naira renovating in Delta states. See the state of it.
So this is Yakpa Road now, towards Ekpan Junction, Hospital Road, okay? Now this is the children hospital we are talking about. Billions of naira have been stated for this particular project since the time of Okowa. But this is the particular site we are talking about. Nothing is happening here. This is an abandoned site. It has been like this for many years. It's opposite Overflow Pharmacy, Hospital Road, close to Ekpan Junction. So it starts here, and we're still going to take you further to see how far. You see it? So that is where it starts, and we are going towards the end of the fence now. You can see the site. In fact, It's a site where people throw their refuse, as I'm speaking to you right now. Nothing is happening there. Nothing. You see it. So you can see, I believe this is meant to be the main gate. This is meant to be the main gate. Does this place look like where anything is happening?
That's a place where they have spent it should be somewhere around there. Yeah, over 3 billion, 3.5 billion in Delta State. The level of looting in that place is so ridiculous that you probably will think these guys are not humans, but they exist. They are there. It's the same Delta State where Okwama people were slaughtered by the military, looking for the militants who are dealing in oil bunkering. That crime scene. Children hospital. That massive place. Imagine what 3 billion would do there if there is no corruption. Imagine the fancy, beautiful place that place would be. Saving lives. But somebody don't collect the money, go buy cars, maybe build himself some mansion somewhere, and he's been given a chieftaincy title, and he is being called a philanthropist. These are the people we would have to deal with. Every time you are talking about self-determination or revolution, because they exist. They will exist in every country that comes out of this contraption. All of them will be good people. You need to get involved, so that the more good of you get involved in this kind of a struggle, you will be the people that we believe will be the pioneer of these emerging countries whenever that happens, so that you don't end up breaking away from Nigeria and then ending up in another contraption, possibly another war. Abi, what is this? Yeah? Criminals everywhere, and they are victims. They have no idea. They have no idea what they have done to them or what they are doing to them. But they are doing them. Earlier this afternoon, somebody was saying something about Yeye Bello. I played it. I'm going to show you again. Okay, back to Yeye Bello.
A labor leader in Kogi State, who was in the forefront. The labor movement criticized the governor for not paying salaries. And after 5 a.m. prayer, a Muslim prayer, the man was accosted to his house and was murdered in cold blood. With someone was with him, they took the life of both of them. Up to today, nothing has been said about it. They've not been able to produce those that killed the man. What has the man done wrongly? For daring to criticize the governor for not paying workers' salary. If you ask me, is my life not at stake talking to you in this way? Very much at stake. Mr. Speaker, my colleague, just like Esther in the Bible, when Mordecai went to Esther and said, If you remain in the confine of the palace and think your life is safe, God will send a deliverance to his people.
Anyway, but I'll tell you something, Bobby. You see, one of the things that a lot of people kind of need to understand is that there are some certain things, okay? They are not competitions. All right? They are not competitions. They are some sort of realities that cannot be ignored. Whether they are little or they are more, you should never ignore them. Okay? It's not a competition, right? So if I tell you that you see those who populate the current Nigeria and the mindset they have, whether they are Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, or wherever it is, so for every creature that is in that contraption, from every part they are, you will see those that are perfectly or have been perfectly, all right, programmed, okay, to sort of, they have been kind of put that way to always stand in defense of all that we call abnormalities, okay? And when Nigeria breaks up, whether as Yoruba nation, as Biafra, these people are going to end up in every of those countries. It's not I'm not asking you to probably begin to make it a competition like it is so perfect. Biafra is so perfect. And everybody that is going to be in Biafra is going to be so perfect. You know, a lot of you have this double tongue that because you kind of see things and all the time as competition. Yeah? I'll tell you something before I continue with you, Bobby, and people like you. When I said we have a lot of work to do with the existence of people with this kind of mindset in that contraption, if they ended up in any part of any country that emerges from Nigeria, you can't ignore them, okay? They are just like a time bomb of a thing. So saying that is not saying, it's not practically saying having your own country, that this kind of people are going to hijack it. It's not a competition. The other day I was on Twitter, right? And one idiot, one Biafran idiot. Actually, I would say a Biafran idiot, because I can say that. Do you know that? Because when I see idiot, I call them the idiot they are, who see everything as a competition, okay? There is no competition here. So this idiot came and said something like, you this Mayegun, because I was saying something about, people trying to gaslight people, okay, to make them feel like for not supporting Tifnumbu is the reason why Tifnumbu is failing. So I just wrote something like that. That's what they do. They gaslight you and make you feel like wishes are this or that, something like that. Then this one idiot, an IPOB idiot, because you all have idiot everywhere, right? IPOB idiot or a faceless idiot like that, just came and it was like something like, you Mayegun, you are always on your platform, okay, promoting your platform and then asking for traffic to your platform, and you allow some, that's what he said, or she or whatever, one faceless idiot like that. I said you allow some I think it says some stupid people to be calling on your program and insulting their Mazi, their prime minister, Simon. Okay. And I was like, why do you always have to turn everything into something like a competition? I have never told you I'm a freedom fighter. I have never told you I'm here to liberate or free you or whatever it is. So when you come onto my program, and you begin to sort of, cherry pick some certain things so that you can use them as talking points. It is not a competition, Bobby. Remember that. Okay? So if I tell you that there are things to be concerned about, there is a lot of work to do on the people that we are going to coexist together in a place, it is a general statement. It is not an indictment, because when I say that, it is true. Or you want to